What do we pay subscriptions for? I've recently found audiobooks. I found that they're so easy.
Audiobooks are my favourite topic, and to get to talk about UK based is so exciting for me. I know I'm a strange person, but so much of my audience and the people I talk to are US based, so it's very different being in the UK, especially where Audible is concerned, because we don't operate the same way as the US. So I understand the frustration of paying a monthly fee and wanting that to be unlimited on what you can listen to. And Audible does have Audible Plus, where if you don't want to listen to something specific and are happy to just scroll and dip in and out of different genres, the Plus package is there and will get you some good listens. But speaking of the actual credits, like for me, I use credits for books that haven't whisper synced because I am a big whisper sync user. But what's unique to the UK as opposed to the US is that our Audible model is that if you are in a subscription, you pay a credit price even if you no longer have credits. So, say the book is listed at £30 and you use your credit because who's got 30 quid for one book? And then the next book in the series is ready, you don't have any credits, that list price is going to be £7.99, which to me I think is fantastic, although I understand that it can be quite pricey for people, especially those that listen a lot. Um, but on top of that, we also, for Audible and included in the membership, obviously the access to the sales, and they are more frequent these days. They used to be every like quarter or so, and now it seems like it's every month, and different types, two for the price of one credit, um, discounts, heavily discounts, or everything under £3.99 or £2.99. So there are the option as well. And of course, the daily deals ranging from 99 pence up to about 4 quid, where every day it changes and hits all different types of genres. And then, of course, we have WhisperSync. If you buy the ebook or you borrow it via KU, it will often be discounted. Now, I do want to just remind people that have heard this narrative that if a book is in WhisperSync, it will if a book is in KU, it will automatically be WhisperSynced. That's not how that works. A book and the audio have to match extremely closely. So if things have been taken out when they're recording the audio, it's potentially going to impact whether it whisper syncs. If the book did whisper sync, but then the author decided to update the text document but not the audio, that's going to impact whether it continues to be whisper synced. But if it is whisper synced, it's great, and it's varies when it whisper syncs. Some oh my god, my words aren't wedding. Sometimes it whisper syncs in pre-order, sometimes on release a week later, and sometimes a year later, or not at all. It's very much in the hands of the Amazon Audible demons, because I refuse to call them gods. But if you can get Whisper Sync, it's fantastic because pricing again ranges from about 99 pence to £4. They are outliers. Generally, it's about £3.49. That's the average. Um, so there are pros for it, but I understand the cons as well. Now there are other companies. I know some people mentioned the libraries in the comments. For me, I love libraries, but unless you are looking for traditional or really odd books, for me, I don't have access to them. My library, I'm from a relatively small town. I don't know if that's what the situation is, but there isn't enough for me for what I want to read for me to use it on a regular basis. We use it for my son. Other options is Kobo Plus. They have introduced a unlimited scheme. They do ebook, they do audio, and they also do a combination. Prices vary based on which one you go for. More authors are moving on to onto Kobo, but just know that if a book is in KU, it's not going to be on Kobo because of Amazon's exclusivity clause, which is stupid. Zigzag is, I believe, a UK-based company. They are more traditional, and their pricing isn't a membership or a subscription, but changes based on how much you purchase. So I think the base is $7.99, so you'd buy a book for $7.99, and then the more you buy, the cheaper it gets. I think it goes from $7.99 to $3.99 is the lowest, and they also have a whole bunch that will always be $3.99 and will rotate out and have some good sales. So it's worth checking out as well. Libro FM does operate on a subscription basis, and that supports independent local businesses, book businesses. I unfortunately couldn't select a local business because there isn't one. I would love to be the first, but there's not going to be the clientele, I don't think. So I just picked the one that was closest to where I am. So, we have a few options that we can look at if we want to, try and listen, but also not break the bank. Um, Spotify is another one. I know I saw someone in the comments saying, like, don't use Spotify, pays authors awfully. But unless it's traditional, the author has chosen to list them there. You are legally and ethically okay to listen via there. And I know we only get 15 hours, which isn't great, but they are so new to the game as well. Like, this is something where they're still trying to figure out where they are and what's working and what isn't. I will say this weekend I listened to 3 books, and because they were all under 4 hours, they fell into the 15 hours. So, if you are doing Spotify, maybe look for books that are on the shorter side and save the longer ones for your credits. But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I love talking about audio. Talk about audio till I'm blue in the face, as this video is at 8 minutes, should tell you. Yeah, and I love this journey for you.